Hey everyone, it's me. So I am here. I didn't make a video for today so far, so here I am. Nothing interesting. So I'm gonna tell you, I have stayed in all day. It is freezing, and I guess now we're supposed to get what they call lake effect snow, either tonight or tomorrow. I'm not sure. So that's gonna be fun. Plus, I ordered groceries for tomorrow, so that's gonna be better. Hopefully they get the roads clear by the time it's time for groceries. I should have had them delivered, I guess, but and as you guys can still hear, I am sick still. Uh, I feel a tiny bit better. Some people have said that I actually sound better. I don't feel better. It's more in my nose, and so it keeps clogging, and then I can't breathe, and then I breathe out my mouth, and my lips are so sore and chapped. And then other times I can breathe. So, this morning we had McDonald's for breakfast. We had it delivered to the house, and I don't know if you guys tried their like steak. I don't know if it's real steak, but it's delicious. So, judge me. But I like it. Sometimes I get the steak sandwich or steak bagel sandwich, but I tried their big breakfast with steak, and it was delicious. I couldn't eat it all. And it was good because I take the biscuit and I put the steak and egg on it, and then I ate everything separately. But I was full. Plus, I had coffee and pop. I'm actually still working on the pop. It is dark out. Anyway, so my one son got the big breakfast with bacon, and then they had buy one get a free English or no egg McMuffins or something. The thing with sausage on it, and so we got that. And two hash browns. Anyway, oh sorry guys. Anyway, so that was our breakfast. My other son went out for breakfast today with some people. Oh, my nose hurts too from blowing my nose all the time. Anyway, so yeah, so we had breakfast delivered this morning. Uh, I didn't really have lunch. I'm still kind of full. I did have some popcorn that I bought when I went to Aldi's, and it's in a bag, and it was made with sea salt. And I wasn't a big fan of it, but I did have some of that. I guess you could call that my lunch. And otherwise, I have been just sitting here trying to stay warm and sitting here trying to get better. Uh, you know, and talk to my mom, and I had to really help her trying to calm down, even if it's just really hard. Then I ordered groceries for tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be having a grocery haul for you guys tomorrow. And so that's kind of what my day's been. I do need to make dinner for my husband for when he comes home from work. And I don't feel like cooking. I hate cooking. But, so in my house, we don't eat seafood. We don't eat fish. I think I've said this before. I grew up eating fish when I lived with my dad, but I hate fish. I have not eaten it since I was a little girl. And seafood I've never eaten, really. So when I was pregnant with my one son, back then they didn't tell you don't eat this, don't eat that. You can't even have lunch meat. Like, that's all new. I knew you couldn't have mercury or whatever, but like otherwise, like nobody actually ever told me that stuff, okay? And when I was pregnant, I tried my first time of having shrimp. And, like, when I say I tried it, like, I tasted it. I didn't sit and eat a bunch of shrimp or anything like that. I tasted it. And, like, at this one restaurant, it was delicious, so I had more and more. No, and then I went to another restaurant and ordered it. But when I was pregnant with my oldest son, I got where I couldn't eat much. Like, I don't know if it was the way he was sitting, like, if he was pushing her on my stomach, that I would take a bite of something and be so full. I'd be done. And, which, I mean, obviously is a good thing, right? Um, so yeah, I never ate any. So I'm not, yeah, so. And then my dad, one time, when I did eat shrimp, he gave me this, I think it was red and white stuff. It was really finely, cut in like slivers, I guess. And so I was like, oh, this is delicious. I sat there stuffing my face with it. And then he had a habit of, after I would be done, to tell me, by the way, you just ate crab meat. And I was not happy. Or, like, I eat hamburger, I eat steak, I eat sometimes chicken. It depends. I'm very picky about chicken. Uh, I'm not a big fan of turkey. If I have to, I will eat turkey. I have learned to eat a turkey breast, like, at Thanksgiving. But, like, typically I don't like turkey. So, my dad would make me hamburgers. And then, again, wait until I was done eating it to be like, by the way, you just ate Bambi. Which, of course, at 6 years old, that upset me because, like, that's Bambi, you know? Uh, and I'm still, like, I'm a meat eater, but like, if I think about it, I could make myself vegetarian. I could make myself sick and not eat, like, meat. Uh, because I do love animals. Well, most of them. There's a few that I don't want in my house, but, I love animals. So, where I'm originally from, they did a lot of hunting. And so you'd be driving along the road and you would see a deer in the back of their truck, and they wouldn't have it covered. Like, it was out for everybody to see. And I used to cry so much. Or, like, we'd be driving and there would be a deer on the side of the road, dead. And I would cry and cry and cry. And I remember one time we were driving and we were on a vacation. And I think I was a teenager. And I had fallen asleep in the back seat. And I remember waking up and my eyes weren't open yet. But I was awake, and I heard my mom tell my grandma, oh my gosh, I'm so glad she's not awake because I just hit a squirrel back there and she'd be crying. Well, of course, I was awake and started crying, but it was like a silent cry. Uh, Now that I'm older, I don't cry over animals as much. I don't know if my heart became colder or what the reason is, but yeah, I don't, um, you know, it's not that I don't care. I mean, I just don't cry as much. But yeah, so if I think about the foods that I eat, you can see why I could make myself sick or a vegetarian. Um, but yeah, so uh, I think, but I do have some shrimp that I might make tonight for my husband's dinner. Because, I mean, he doesn't really eat it either. Sorry. He doesn't really eat seafood. Like, when I met him, he's like, oh, I love seafood. I love fish. I love all that. But, in all the years we've been together, I've never been with him where he goes and orders, like, seafood or fish or any kind of fish or anything like that. Like, he's like me. It's hamburger, like, he eats pork, I guess. Typically, I don't have pork here, so like he ate the obviously sausage, whatever they're called, sandwiches from McDonald's this morning. Like so when I do sausage, it's turkey sausage, or bacon is bacon, turkey bacon. Uh, And I won't say I did make ham recently in my house and he liked that. It was beans and ham and uh, I did eat them because I do like ham. It's just pork does not like me intestines wise. So uh so I just stay away from it. That's the only reason I don't eat it. It's not religious reason. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, it's a religion reason." I have read over and over that pork is the worst for your system. Like it, if you're gonna end up in the bathroom, basically, pork is not the one. Like it's gonna make you end up there. I've had people try to argue with me. No, it's not pork. I've heard it's I can't remember like chicken or something like that. Um, I'm like, I've never heard that because, like, pork, when you think of pigs, they literally eat anything and everything, right? And so, yeah, and you don't know what's coming through. Of course, same with cows and, anything else you eat. But typically, those are vegetarian and don't just eat anything. So, I don't know if that's why. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I think I'm gonna make mashed potatoes, probably some kind of vegetable. So in my house, we do a lot of green beans just because it's one of the vegetables that I can actually eat without causing any trouble for me. So yeah, so I usually do a lot of green beans around here. And then shrimp, I think is what I'll make. So, and this shrimp, it's already cooked. It's already breaded. So when I say I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna put it in the air fryer. How about that? And I see that this one you can put in the air fryer, which is nice. Uh, so, uh, so I'm gonna do that. Then I talked to my best friend, which was really nice. We didn't talk very long because she's at home, she's stuck at home with her family. So I found, I saw something today online that I really liked, uh, which was really interesting. And I've never been an addict, and if you know someone that's an addict for, drugs or alcohol or, anything like that, really, because it doesn't even have to be drugs or alcohol, right? It could be cigarettes, it could be money, it could be shopping, right? I think a lot of people are addicted to things, but when you hear an addict addiction, what do you think of? Drugs and alcohol, right? And I know quite a few people who have had that, and they've been amazing, and somehow they have pulled themselves out and clean up, But we're all, I think, addicted to something. Some addictions are better than others, right? Like, there's people that collect shoes. But is it really better? Yeah, it's healthier. Like, it's not even healthy, right? No addiction is actually healthy. Uh, sorry. Anyways, no addiction is healthy. But, is it really healthier? I mean, it's taking all your money, all your time. So is it really that healthy? Anyways, but I saw this thing online saying if you think addiction is hard, or if you think it's easy, that's what it is. If you think addiction is easy, put your phone down and don't touch it for like 48 hours. You're going to sit there and think, I need to post this. I need my phone. I need to look this up. I need to call this person. I need to do this. Right? That's all you're going to think about is that phone and how you want to go get it and use it. And you can't, all you think about. all day. All that 48 hours without that phone, that's all you're going to think about is that phone and what you should be doing with it or what you could be doing with it, right? So, and then ask yourself, was that easy? I think that's a great analogy for us to, because we are all so addicted to our phones for everything. It's our lifeline, right? For everything. Recipes, phone calls, work, everything, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you're on, uh, TikTok, all that. So I thought that was brilliant, and I just thought that was amazing. Anyway, so yeah. Uh, I know I think I could do it, but I know I couldn't because I am also addicted to my phone. Uh, I remember years ago when my kids were younger, we had a big storm. It came out of nowhere. It wasn't a tornado, but it was almost like one. And we were without electricity for like 7 days. And I liked it, okay? I won't lie. I loved it because my kids and I had to spend time together. We got board games out and we had to spend time together. My mom was going insane without her phone. My husband probably was too. I'm sure he was. He didn't like it. Like, he wasn't throwing a fit, but he was not happy. Uh, I liked it because we had to spend quality time together. Um, but that was like maybe 10, 11, 12 years ago. Could I do it now? Probably not. Honestly. So yeah, I found that interesting. Anyways, I hope you guys are all staying very, very warm and having a lovely evening. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.